Hey guys.
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb. Together we make up
HetteshWorld.
Welcome to Tropic Winds 1,000 Trails RV Resort
In Harlingen, Texas. So come along and take the tour with us.
This is an Encore property for 1,000 Trails. There are 531 sites here. 41 of them are for 1,000 Trails travelers. So here is the entrance to 1,000 Trails. It's right off the main drive. When you drive in, you will stop at the gate and you will contact them and they will buzz you in, but you have to stop at this main hall here and they will register you and get your paperwork and all that stuff. And then for 1,000 Trails, you're simply going to head straight back, and any of these green sites are considered 1,000 Trails sites. So there are 41 of them here, but any of the blue or the yellow or the orange are not 1,000 Trails sites. We were in 543 and it was a great site right on the main drive. Now this is mostly a permanent seasonal location. It is an age restricted, which means you have to be 55 or older to be here. And it is about an hour from South Padre Island. Our site at the RV park was wonderful. It was very big. They do want you to park on the grass, which was a little weird for us, but it turned out to be fine. It was dry, not rainy. And then they have your truck and your party area on the side. But once our truck is in there, there's just not a lot of room for anything else. So we didn't really have a lot of stuff outside. Right here, as you see, is the 1,000 Trails areas, and also for people who might be just coming in normally, and that's where you see a lot of the RVs. The rest of the park itself, you're going to see here as we drive through, are park models. Like this one here is for rent. They do have rentals that you can rent and stay down here, but the rest of it is kind of like vacation homes almost. There are a lot that live here full time. I'd say the majority of them do. And inside this park, there's all kinds of alcoves. As you see, we're passing different roads and stuff as we go. They are packed in here pretty good. Everyone seems to be very friendly. The staff was incredible. We definitely enjoyed our stay there. They had a lot of stuff going on, activities, even though it was COVID and some things were closed and you needed to wear masks to attend activities or be spaced out. But they had like a comedian come in and some other things, and they notify the residents as well as the travelers of activities. And then there's also a couple of food trucks that come, I believe, almost every day, and that is a big thing for the people that are here. Now they have garbage throughout the park. This was the closest one for us. They do pick up the garbage regularly. They have an incredible swimming pool, but the pool was closed because of COVID, but it looked beautiful. Now the laundry facility was open, and you do have to have a card that you get from them that you load money onto, but it worked great. I mean, the washer and dryers were very clean and did a great job for us. And the only things we ever wash in these kind of machines anyway might be cleaning rags that Bob cleans the RV with. The other things we wash up there is also our comforter. Now here are some jackrabbits. I had never ever seen a jackrabbit before, and it was just super cool. You know, they were just big giant rabbits. They have picnic areas where you can set as groups, and they have an amazing dog park as well. Now, while we were there, it was super blustery, super windy, like most of the time, because we're getting all that air coming off the ocean.
It's a blustery day in the neighborhood, a blustery day in the neighborhood. You be mine? You be mine?
Now this picture is showing you just kind of how crazy it was. Our slide that Bob was sitting in was moving in and out a little bit with the wind. That was just a little different for us because we had never experienced that. And if you've never lived in an RV and you're in a super windy area, could happen. And Bob was helping our neighbor his slide back so it could work again. This park also had incredible, unusual plants that I had never seen before. Different cactuses and palm trees and just fun stuff to look at. They have a clubhouse, shuffleboard, swimming pool, a whirlpool spa, hot tub, a fitness center. There is Wi-Fi there, the picnic barbecue areas, which we saw, horseshoes, billiards, game room, all closed, library closed for COVID. The business center was open. They have pickleball, they have bocce ball, and of course they have that beautiful dog park. And they did have cable TV here that if you wanted it, you let the office know, the cable company came out and they hooked you up for a fee. RV storage. It's not a stop if Bob's not fixing something. So here we were fixing light in the hallway so that we could actually have a switch to it to turn it on and off. This isn't keto, but this is very good. It's very traditional.
Like soup beans.
Yep, and it's not like you get it, and beans are good for you even though they're not supposed to be good on keto. But I'm eating them anyway because they're very good. And you don't get, bacon and stuff, and you don't get or ham, I guess, but you don't get the chips down here, which I like. Yummy.
It looks like bacon.
Yep.
I think it's ham.
So where we are now is a totally Mexican restaurant where they greeted us in Spanish when we came in, and we were like, nope, not yet. So Bob is eating corn tacos with beef, and he's got cilantro, onions, fresh limes. Oh, you got fresh onions and grilled onions.
Yeah.
I do too. I've got 2 pork tacos. So Bob went, while we were here, to the Keep It On 2 motorcycle training class. Why did you do that, Bob?
Needed my free-wheel endorsement to add to my Texas license. So this was a 2-day course. It totaled about 15 hours. It was classroom the night before, and then the next day was out on a course, just basic riding skills, street strategy, defensive driving, shifting the three-wheeler with turning in and how it affects the bike itself, weaving, maneuvering. They had a course set up with obstacle course. There was 4 or 5 of us there that day, which was really neat.
And of course, Bob passed.
Yeah, the course was awesome. I mean, the guy did an incredible job. I mean, the classroom, I learned a whole bunch. I learned a whole bunch on how the bike handled, a lot more than I thought I would learn, but it was an awesome course. I learned a lot about the braking and the turning of the bike, especially with 2 people on the bike.
So if you're driving a motorcycle or a 3-wheeler, we definitely recommend you do something like this. They have something like this kind of in each state. You just need to research it. So that's pretty much the park and the stuff that we did while we were there tied to the park. So Bob, what are your thoughts on the park? Will we return?
I would definitely return. It was a very peaceful park, big wide streets that were easy to back in. They were back in locations. The lot was really large. We were able to get the truck in alongside of it. It was weird, like Barb said, you parked on the grass, but you did have a concrete area. It had all the amenities you'd need in a park. We had our 50 amp, we had sewer, electric. I mean, it had everything.
It was our first Encore experience.
Lots of things in Harlingen to do. Plus, you got South Padre Island. You got Brownsville close by. I mean, it's just a great park to be able to explore, which we did a lot of that.
And I loved it. I would return there too, and I'm going to link all the videos that Bob just mentioned because he's a cheesy promoter like me at the bottom in case you have not seen them. So we want you to give this video a thumbs up, comments. We want to know what you think. Please click that notification bell. And then remember, we're HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our world.
Bye.